Hello everyone, welcome to this video where I'll be discussing the syllabus for this course. You can find the syllabus on the Canvas website. If you click on syllabus, you should see a syllabus here. Let me go to the student view. This web page will look more like what you see. So if you click on syllabus, you should see the syllabus here. The syllabus will open up and all the information is here. I'm just going to move on, change to the Word file where I have the syllabus. So there you go. So this is the Word file with the syllabus. And let's go over all the information here. So that's my name, Dr. Karthi Puranam. This is my office phone number. I haven't checked my mail there in almost 2 years, almost since the beginning of COVID, in fact. So please don't call me at that number. The best way to contact me is obviously my email address, karthi@camden.rutgers.edu. This is my office. In case you are on campus and you want to drop by, please feel free. I might not be there. Office hours are by appointment. Wow, if I could spell it correctly, but office hours are by appointment. Wait, did I have it right the first time? I guess I had it right the first time. Okay, now the course will be delivered online and most of the instruction will be done asynchronously. And this is where I want you to pay attention. Most of the instruction will be asynchronous. Every week, if you look through the syllabus, you'll see that every week between 7 and 8 p.m., I have a synchronous session that has been that I'm going to conduct. I'll be there from 7 to 8 p.m. or I might not be there for the whole time, but I will promptly begin at 7 p.m. most of the weeks. And the idea there will be for me to do some extra problems or clarify any questions that you have. So part of this course will be done synchronously, but the most important piece that I want you to realize is that this synchronous session is not mandatory. You don't have to attend the synchronous session. Whatever I do with the synchronous session will be recorded, will be posted on Canvas. And if you go to Canvas, you'll notice that there's a Zoom link. If you click on Zoom, you won't see anything here right now, but if you go to cloud recordings, once my recordings go up, they will all show up here, right? So you'll be able to find all the recordings here. So if the recordings will happen Thursday between 7 to 8 p.m., around 9 to 10ish p.m. they should start showing up here because it takes some time for the video to get encoded and whatnot. So bear that in mind. So I will be doing synchronous sessions. I strongly suggest that you show up to these synchronous sessions because asking any questions that you want in person is always very useful. Having that one-to-one interaction is also very useful, right? When you come to these synchronous session, it'll be on Zoom. You don't have to turn your video on. I will not require that, but you can ask me any questions even with just your initials on the screen. The other thing will be that once everybody who's there have finished asking me questions, what I usually do is I go over the analytical methodology that we learned that week and maybe do one or two more extra problems. Again, if you're unable to attend these sessions, at least watch the videos later. You can watch it at double speed if you want, but the idea is that I'll be doing a few extra problems, and these problems, all my previous students have told me that these extra sessions where I do these problems have been very useful for them for both for homework, midterm, and the final, right? So make sure that you get this material one way or the other. Very important that you do that. Right. So going back to the syllabus. So that's the first sentence in the syllabus that's taken me through this detour. Right. So I have the description of the course and the learning goals here. So like I said in the introduction video, Supply Chain Management 7th edition by Chopra and Mendel. That's the book that I'm looking for. You can use the 6th edition. The 6th edition was heavily revised from the 5th edition. The 5th edition is really old. But the 7th edition and 6th edition, the differences are very minor. Even the 7th edition, I think, has been out for a decade almost. So I think you should be able to find either of these books for very cheap online if you buy them secondhand. Right. So this is how the grading is going to shake down. There'll be 2 homeworks, a group project. So the group project will be something that I'll talk about in a second. Discussion boards and participation, midterm exam and final exam. So this is how the breakdown is going to be, right? Right. So the group project will be a podcast project. So this will be where a group, I will assign you into groups of 4, and you will be producing multiple episodes of podcasts based upon some topics that I give you. Now I will make a separate video discussing this in detail, so I'm just going to skim over it. So that's the group project that I'm talking about. It will be a podcast project. Here is a tentative schedule of classes. And in the comment section, you'll notice things that you have to do and things that you have to either have to submit or homework going up and things like that. All of those dates are clearly mentioned here. Now, again, there's a lot of instruction here about the podcast project, which please watch the group project video for that, right? Now, most of the times I will be posting modules on Canvas, which will, so you know what, let me show you the first week module. So that way, let me see. Yep, so I have the week 1 here. Oh, looks like I have all the weeks up here. But anyway, so week 1 module. So this should be a template for what the modules will look like for most of the weeks. So always click on the link here. You will have a list of activities to do every week. Watch the course introduction videos, which I hope you're doing. This is part of that. Read all the materials in the group work guidelines. So my colleague, Dr. Christy McAlpine, she came up with best practices for this. So make sure that you read through the group project guidelines and everything. Read the syllabus carefully. And in the first week, we will be going over chapters 1, 2, and 3. And so there'll be a list of videos for you to watch. And then, of course, you'll also be taking part in the Introduce Yourself discussion prompt. So this is mostly where you're just introducing yourself and trying to figure out what exactly do you expect from this course, sort of thing. So it's a simple thing. So here, this will be graded in the sense that this will count towards class participation. So as long as you do it, you'll get full credit for it, but you have to do it to get credit for it, right? So this is something you'll notice. So you'll notice that there's a list of these activities that I want you to do every week. And then there'll be another group where the actual materials will be available. So these are the 6 videos that you'll be watching for week 1. These are the PowerPoints, and there is a Excel sheet here, which I used in the financial metrics section of this course. So make sure that so all the materials are available here. And this is the same template that will be repeated every week. So activities, lecture materials. If there are discussions, I'll post discussions here. And whenever we do the synchronous sessions, there'll be a link to replay the synchronous session. And if I generate an Excel file or a Word file or something during the synchronous session, all of that will be posted here. So we'll do this week by week, right? This is the same template that we're going to follow every week, right? And that's introduction to the syllabus, right? So here is the best way to go about working during a week. Read Tuesdays. All new material will go up on Tuesdays and not Mondays, right? So Tuesday is when new videos will go up. You'll read whatever you need to read, and on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday in the evening, you should finish watching videos and everything by the time you attend the synchronous session, so that you can ask me any questions that you have. If there is a discussion post that needs to be made, your post will be due on Friday, and then you'll have to reply to your classmates' posts, and that will be due on Monday. That way, you're not required to do anything on a Saturday or a Sunday, even though if you have some time set aside to do some reading, it'll definitely be helpful, right? A few hours here and there every day should definitely work. But all assignment submissions and everything will be during the week. I will not have you do anything specific on weekends, unless it's a midterm or a final and you wanted to take the midterm or the final on the weekend, which we can discuss as the time comes to, right? So best way to communicate with me is to email me, and please use your Rutgers email, right? If you use outside Gmail or something like that, I might not notice it. So keep that in mind. So there are a lot of information here in the syllabus about plagiarism and key dates, use of artificial intelligence, things like ChatGPT and whatnot. Please go through all of this. And if you have any questions, again, please feel free to email me at karthi@rutgers.camden.edu. Sorry, camden.rutgers.edu. And that's that. So that's this video. If you have any questions, don't forget to watch the final introduction video, which talks about the group project. Otherwise, I'll see you all in the next video. Okay, take care.